Okay, everyone, good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's a couple minutes past noon. I want to welcome everyone to our presentation on credit recovery success. I am Cheryl Rosenberg. My role here at VHS for the past 6 years has been to support educators in reviewing and looking at online learning as a whole, and then educating those folks interested in our program about who we are, what really makes our program different, and the different types of services our organization provides. So again, welcome to the session today. Before we get started, just a couple housekeeping notes. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, please put them in the question box of the platform we're using today, and I'll go ahead and answer those questions as we get started. If you can't hear me or you're having any technical difficulty, if you could put those types of challenges in the chat area, I have some folks joining me from staff that will certainly be able to address those as they come up. So again, welcome to our presentation today. We're going to go ahead and get started. Just want to quickly review the agenda that I have for today's session. Quickly, I just want to give you a little background about the virtual high school, who we are, and how we partner with schools that participate in our program. And then what I want to do is dive right into today's topic and talk to you a little bit about credit recovery. I'll review some quick facts about what's happening in the credit recovery market today. And then we'll talk a little bit about how the virtual high school offers different types of credit recovery solutions to both partner schools that we work with, as well as parents that are sending their children to our program. I'll also take you through a quick tour of what a VHS course looks like, and then we'll go ahead and talk about getting started and answer any questions that you have, should time allow. So to give you a little background about the virtual high school and who we are, we originally founded in 1996 from a grant from the Federal Department of Education. It was a 5-year grant specifically designed for research and development for online learning and teaching. After year 5, when that grant ended, we decided to form who we are because of the demand of those schools that were participating in that grant period. And we elected to form our organization as a nonprofit. One of the reasons for doing that is because we truly believe in providing quality online learning to those schools that we partner with. We have over 600 schools worldwide that participate in our program, and over 18,000 student enrollments. The virtual high school mission is essentially a couple things. So we provide social learning opportunities to students and educators to help achieve educational and life skills success. And I'll talk a little bit about how we achieve our mission when I talk about our program options, how our classes are designed. We also believe that we offer students access to content that interests and excites them for exploring potential college and career paths. We deliver both enrichment and credit recovery courses for all student needs, and we train teachers to manage an online classroom with our industry-leading professional development. I'm not going to dive too much today, especially because we're talking about credit recovery and our teachers, but we do partner with schools who provide us with their teachers that teach in our collaborative. And in order to teach in our program, we train those teachers and require them to go through our training program. Just some quick facts about our accreditation. All of our online teaching and course design meets the NEA guidelines. We're accredited by the Middle States Commission as well as Advanced Ed. Those courses that can be NCAA certified are our summer school credit recovery courses are approved by NCAA, and I know that's an important thing for a lot of schools that are looking for summer school options. All of our AP courses are College Board approved, and we've been around for numerous years, so we've won a variety of different awards for our program. Every year VHS does benchmarking on what we're delivering, how our members are rating us. We want to make sure that we are matching that quality that we talk about, that we're delivering on that. So every year we issue a survey to those schools that participate in our program. We have a 90% satisfaction rate from all those that participate in VHS. We exceed the national average for AP exam scores. We have a 3% retention rate and a 97% course completion rate. And that's a cumulative number since 2012. We offer a variety of different program options that schools can participate when they partner with our organization. One is the collaborative model, which is part of what I mentioned about where our teachers come from and how we train them. The collaborative model is basically resource sharing that VHS provides with our partner schools. VHS provides the technology, the curriculum, and then schools are providing and have the option to provide a teacher to the program. The collaborative model opens up over 200 courses to schools that are looking for core courses, unique titled electives, college and career readiness, flex credit recovery, and a variety of different STEM courses as well. Schools that work in the partner with us in the collaborative model have the option to join our organization as a member. And then we work with both schools and parents for individual enrollment. So schools or parents can go to our website, simply enroll a student on an as-needed basis. And they're supported here by a virtual site coordinator to make sure that they're supported as they go through their online course and that they're on track in terms of completion. Other ways we're partnering with schools, which is why we're here today, is to talk a little bit about credit recovery. We have our Flex credit recovery solution, and I'll dive into that as well as summer school in the next couple slides. We also offer custom solutions. So I always say to schools, if there's something you're looking to do specifically with online learning or blended learning, definitely come to us and we'll see what solutions we might be able to provide for you. We work in a variety of different ways for custom because they're custom. Insofar as program support, VHS offers the facilitated teacher that's teaching in all of our courses, whether that be in our collaborative model, in summer school, and flex. All of our courses are teacher facilitated. VHS supports those teachers and again trains those teachers. Any teacher in our program needs to be highly qualified and certified in the content area that they're teaching. Other ways that we offer program support is having site coordinators placed at at schools which are faculty members of our partner school. We have dedicated account management, curriculum instruction, technical support, and we have a really great ticketing system. If someone puts a ticket in our system, it's turned around within 24 hours, and we answer any of your questions in that way. So we're certainly here to support anyone that participates in any of our programs. And this is just a quick quote here as I wrap up talking about VHS, just giving you a background about who we are, which is important for this presentation. This is a quick quote from Mona Baker. She's the Executive Director of the Western Maine Education Collaborative. So we partner, again, with parents, with school districts, with public schools, independent schools, and we also work with a variety of collaboratives, too. One of the great things about collaboratives, whether that be a service agency that is working with a variety of school districts to offer our courses, or just several surrounding schools that want to collaborate, is to really reduce the rate in how they are able to offer the variety of courses that we have. So that's what Mona is saying here in this quote. I'm not going to read it word for word here, but one of the things that our program does is it allows students to have opportunities that they might not otherwise have. The reason for that is the course catalog and really what we're able to offer those folks that we partner with. So let's talk a little bit about credit recovery. That's why we're here today. I hope I can give you a good background on how we offer credit recovery and some of the quick statistics that are happening with credit recovery in the market. So some quick just facts here that we've researched and just want to share with you. Over about 80% of urban schools cite credit recovery as an important issue today. I speak with a lot of schools that are looking specifically for online learning for credit recovery. It's one of the first things that typically schools are coming to us and talking to us about. It's one of the things that VHS offers, along with our supplemental catalog. It typically seems that we're talking about credit recovery with schools, then we're talking about AP, STEM, and then those courses that schools don't have the opportunity to offer to their students. In 2007, I know that was quite some time ago, but 37 states either offered proficiency-based credit for credit recovery or had plans to do so. If anyone on the phone is familiar with the annual report, Keeping Pace, it's a great resource if you're looking to educate yourself about online learning and what's really happening in your state and across the board in education. And that is a really great resource for anyone looking, again, to educate themselves about online learning. And we had 55% of school districts reported distance learning, most of it online, during 2009 to 2012 10 school year. So schools have been looking at online learning or distance learning, as it was called, for quite some time. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, I've been with VHS for over 6 years, and the conversations that we were having 6 years ago are certainly different than we were than we are today. Those conversations in the past were really about how does online learning work, and really trying to educate people about what that looks like. And those conversations are certainly have skipped that initial entry point. So if more than 60% of those classes were taken for credit recovery at that time, which goes back to what I was saying about those initial conversations around schools coming to us specifically looking for credit recovery solutions. And different providers offer different types of credit recovery. What I want to do now is talk to you a little bit about Flex and our solution for courses that are offered throughout the academic year that have open enrollment. So any student that might need our Flex solution can enroll in a particular course at any time during the academic calendar. Once our academic calendar ends in mid-May, then the option for students to enroll in our credit recovery is through our summer school program, which I'll talk about next. But our Flex solution is open enrollment. It's teacher facilitated. And that's a big part of what VHS does, is we make sure that students are in online courses, and that although this particular program is self-paced, that teachers are still in our classrooms. They're connecting with students. They're answering questions. I mean, it's a key part about how we believe students are learning online. The great thing about this Flex solution is that there's a flexible completion time, and it gives students at risk the opportunity to recover credits, but it also allows students to enrich themselves and give themselves that one leg up. I'm talking to a urban school district in Massachusetts right now, and they're looking at our summer school courses for enrichment. Some of the Flex offerings that we have here, we basically divide them into two categories, which is a 1 credit course and a half a credit class. We continually look at what we're offering and expand based upon demand. As you'll see, for our 1 credit courses, English 12 is new. Any information that you're looking for on our Flex program is listed on our website. That's a quick overview of Flex and really how that works. And now we can talk a little bit about summer school and what we offer for summer school. Now, summer school is different than our Flex courses. Our summer school courses are scheduled, meaning they have a start and they have a stop date. We have 4 and 8-week courses. We list them as weekly courses because they're weekly. Once 1 week ends, it ends, and then the next week opens. So as part of our summer school courses, we have a collaborative approach to learning where we want a cohort of students learning together. We want them interacting with each other. Our courses during the summer and during the academic year are global courses. We believe in interaction, peer-to-peer learning. So we incorporate this into our summer school courses. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, our summer school courses are NCA approved. The way to use our summer school classes is to either individually enroll students through our website, or schools can use summer school as a membership. I have a school in Connecticut that uses us. They offer VHS Summer School through their district. So they have a trained site coordinator, and that site coordinator is supporting those students either remotely or within the building, and they're using our health and our government course in order to offer and expand what they're currently doing in their building and as part of a district-wide summer school program. The top 10 benefits of using online summer school, we'll start with 1. Online phys ed. So that's one of the things that VHS offers in our catalog is online phys ed. A lot of times folks say, how do you do phys ed online? So one of the things that's incorporated into this particular classroom is that students have to wear a wristband, and they are recording what they're doing so that we can see that there's physical activity and they're uploading that back to their teacher. Number 2, any of our summer school courses can be tailored to meet schools' individual needs. So as I mentioned, the school in Connecticut is using us for their health class. We actually several years ago tailored that class to meet Connecticut state standards for health. So that's another example too of how we're working with some schools on offering customized solutions for them. Number 3, it's the perfect time for students to sample independent learning without the constraints of a full semester course load. Number 4, enrichment opportunities. I believe my next slide or two will just give you a snapshot of what we're offering for enrichment. There are credit recovery options for students to matriculate. We have core courses for initial credit that counts towards graduation. Students can participate in multiple sessions throughout the summer. We have summer school pre-calculus, which is great fall prep. We have planning for college, which is a great course for juniors entering their senior year. And our classes are small size. So I think that's one of the things that is a differentiator for VHS, is that we make sure that our classroom sizes are manageable for teachers that are teaching them. And again, that goes back to having our teachers participate with students in the classroom. They're in their class every day looking at students' posts and responding to those, responding to questions. And this is just a quick summary of why schools are using VHS. So one of the things that we see it could be due to the nature of what we're offering, aside from those core courses you're looking for credit recovery, is enrichment. Schools can use those for initial credit, advanced prep, and then customized solutions. This is a quick screenshot of what we offer for 4-week classes. And then here's a list of our 8-week courses as well. All this information is conveniently located on our website, along with the course syllabus and anything that you might need to know about particulars of the course. This is just a quick quote from a parent of a summer school student who said, "We got so much support, help, and interaction from virtual teachers that I was amazed. Every aspect of it was positive, and the instructors were above and beyond their responsibilities to engage my son." Lastly, insofar as credit recovery and what we offer, I've mentioned customized solutions. I've given you a couple examples about what that might look like. Again, if you have anything specific, a vision for how you might want to deliver something through an online environment, we're certainly here to discuss those needs with you and see what's possible. I know we have a short amount of time left, but I want to go ahead and just take you through a quick look at what a VHS course looks like. So when a student logs into VHS, this is our health summer school offering. Essentially, this is the home screen. Teachers will upload any information through the news. The calendar will be updated with events that might be happening within the course. Just to show you quickly up here, you'll see there are tabs for lessons, discussions, quizzes. Essentially, students will be working out of these areas. Lessons and discussions will be a big part of what they'll be accessing in their course. One thing to note that most of our courses require group projects, and as I was talking, in our summer school courses, students are collaborating, they're working together, they're diving deep into the content with their peers, and most likely they'll be working on a group project with them. They'll be doing that too in an international setting, which is really great for students to learn time management as well as how to work with their peers on a virtual international level. Students are always given access to student orientation, which gives them a clear description of what's expected of them, what the requirements are of the course, and where to find things. One thing you'll see here is a parent overview. So that's available in our summer school courses so that everyone's expectations are set. There are two different ways that we grade in any of our courses that we offer. One is on assignments, and then the other is on discussions. So again, going back to what I had talked about in terms of collaborating and interaction, discussions are a big part of our program, less so in summer school and even more so in our Flex program. The discussions that would be had in Flex, because they're self-paced courses, would be between the teacher and the student. This is just a quick look inside a lesson. This is week 2 of our health course, where students are learning about physical and social health. Just a great screenshot of really what students are covering in one particular week, where they're talking about eating disorders, they're talking about the body, and social health. So we are covering different content that's really important for students to cover in specific subjects. We're covering all areas of health in this particular class. Our summer school courses, because they are shorter than a normal semester length course, are covering key concepts within particular content areas. This is just a quick example here of what students are learning in our classrooms. Students are taking what they've learned in our courses, and they are relating those to the real world. It's a great part of how students are learning. This is just a quick example. Is in this particular exercise, they're asked to think about what they did over the weekend and describe one thing that happened and how it related to their own physical, social, or mental health. Once they answer those questions, that's where students are able to have some discussions around what their experiences were and share those with their peers. Another activity that we have in this particular class is something that I think is fun, it's engaging, and it's usable. And these are things that we like to incorporate within our curriculum as well. So as students in this particular class exercise are creating a human system owner's manual. And it's something that they are able to take with them once they leave the course, but they're taking all of the content that they learned, the knowledge that they've learned, and then they're putting it into something that is usable. This is a quick screenshot of what discussions might look like and the different types of questions that we ask in our courses. Again, there's a area in the class that students are actually posting discussions. I don't have a screenshot of that, as it would be rather uninteresting because we can't show actual student discussions, but there is a particular section that's where they're specifically working on the discussion areas. Just to quickly, I shared with you the different types of credit recovery that the virtual high school offers, the different options that we have. In terms of getting started, there are a variety of different ways that we can address what your needs might be or answer additional questions that you might have. and it's something, especially with the custom solutions, that we really need to talk about. And I see that there's a question around state standards in curriculum. So all of our courses currently are aligned to national standards. Since we work with a variety of different locations, we mapped our courses to those national standards. Insofar as our core courses, we have looked at those and worked with a third-party provider to see where those align with Common Core. So that's something that we can certainly share with you if you're looking at a particular course that you're interested in, on what might align with Common Core and what might not. But typically our courses are aligned to national standards. A lot of the reasoning for that, aside from that international aspect, is typically with these unique electives that there isn't a state requirement for many of them. So I hope that answers your question about state requirements. And that looks like the only question that we had, and we're a couple minutes over. We are recording the session today, so if you'd like a copy of the webinar, I'm more than happy to share that with you. If you have any additional questions, we can certainly follow up with you. So I want to thank everyone for joining our session today. I appreciate your time, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Thanks.